Hello, everybody. It is your girl Crush, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever or whoever so they know you rock such a girl. Shout out to my 202 subbies. Mwah! I love each and every one of you. Y'all don't understand how just so excited I am. Like, I love each and every one of you. My, of course, giveaway rules video and all that jazz will be up in like 2 weeks. So please bear with me. Okay, again, thank you to all 202 of you. I've already sung enough in all the videos you guys should have seen during the week by now on Tuesday through Thursday. So no more songs, okay? Okay, but I love each and every one of you. I do. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm your girl Fresh. This is the Freshest Me channel. If you've been here before, what is baby? Okay, and if you have been watching but have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. All my videos are pre-recorded, but they premiere live. Of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps recommend my videos to other people in the algorithm, and they find me, they subscribe. And it's a party, because it ain't a party till I walk in. How that Queen Pen song go? Oh, yeah. Because a party ain't a party till I walk in. I have to go. Y'all know how to song. You know how old you are. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I always feel like not a lot of people know who Queen Pet is, and that's a shame. Anyway, also don't forget to check the description bar down below. You'll find all of my perfectly curated playlists, reviews, and etc. Just my 2 cents. New hair, who this? What's your scent? Drag Race, Vlogmas, Bridgerton, Black Cinema. I said reviews and etc. Just my 2 cents. Yes. I don't know. Anyway, what's your buttholes? I did say that, did I not? Yeah. And of course, the links to the IG and the Facebook. Okay, so without further, and don't forget to down there, drop down, get your eagle on, so we can talk about it. Okay. So without further ado, they feel like we didn't get a character development for Colin. We did. So season 1, Colin, because you always supposed to get like a development of the character, right? So season 1, Colin, he didn't like being treated as a child, and that was very evident when his brother basically it was evident when his mama was basically like, Colin, don't be over there having improper conversation with your sister, you know what I'm saying, treat him like a little boy. And then it came when Anthony basically told him, I should have took you around there to a brothel because you acting like a little ass boy marrying the first girl that pay you any type of attention. And Colin was like, boy, I'm older than Daphne, and you happily married her to fuck off. And Anthony was like, first off, them is 2 different situations. Excuse me. And then it was when all the shit came out about Marina being a liar. And, everybody was sitting there coming up with a powwow about how they was going to handle this. And Colin caught a whole ass attitude like, I'm glad everybody in this room, including my little sister, is out here making decisions for me. Thank y'all so very much. It was also evident when Violet had told him, you be flirting with them little girls, but I didn't think you was like ready to get married to one of these bitches. And he was like, I'm very serious, and I kind of want people to start taking me seriously. So it was very evident that for his character development, it was about him not wanting to be treated like a child in season 1. Okay? So then we get to season 2, and we're dealing with Colin trying to find himself as a man. And the fact of the matter is that he feels lost, and he doesn't understand what his purpose is supposed to be, because he felt like he was supposed to be married by now. You know what I'm saying? Like in his mind, him and Miranda were supposed to be married and, just happy. And of course, what I love the most about what we got to see a part of Colin's character, or what kind of man he is that he told Miranda, if you would have simply told me you was pregnant, I would have married you regardless. That's how in love I believe myself to be. That is one of my favorite Colin Bridgerton quotes, because he basically said, at the end of the day, because I thought I loved you, I'd have married you regardless of you being pregnant. That shows you what kind of kind, caring, unjudgmental type of person he was, young and naive in season 1. Season 2, Colin is a little more hardened, and he's not ready to allow himself to love because he still has his guard up because of what happened in season 1. So when he goes to see Marina, it's about him trying to see if there's still anything there, or if he really truly honestly needs to cut his losses. So he talks about finding himself and, you know, trying to become a better version of himself because of the way Penelope sees him and how other people, you know, see the good in him. And so when he goes talk to Morena basically little boy him again and basically say, boy, you was a little ass boy, okay? I'm a grown ass lady over here, married with 2 kids. I got a whole household to run. Colin, baby, go home. Okay, it's people who care about you, your family. Penelope, he was like, Penelope? She's like, yes, Penelope. Okay, go home. Goodbye. Bye, Colin. So, you know, he still feels some type of way because his first love, if you will, treated him bad. So he right now drinking and thinking, and he thinking to himself, okay, what is my purpose? You know what I'm saying? Benedict had his arc in season 2. You know, Anthony is the Viscountess. He getting married, starting his own family and shit. Like Daphne married over there being a duchess and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So that's why that conversation that him and Penelope had about purpose was very important, because it goes back to their book about him talking about what his purpose is, right? So that conversation was very important. So the end of season 2 was also very important because it was about Colin basically saying, look, I might not know what I want as far as my purpose, but I know I don't want to be married, and I damn sure don't want to be out here dating and marrying Penelope. That's my homegirl, right? Now, I like the way that they did it in the show versus the book, because in the book, it was kind of like him and his brothers outside, and you know, he was tired of his brothers teasing him, and he was like, man, ain't nobody gonna fucking marry Penelope. Versus in the show where he's not ready for a relationship or commitment, and Penelope's just his friend. You know what I'm saying? In his mind, that's just his friend. So no, I'm not courting Penelope Featherington. I wouldn't court Penelope in your wildest dreams. Stop playing in my face. That's my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I feel like it's the context of what it was being said. Also with the context of he still feels some type of way because of how Morena treated him. You know what I'm saying? We get to season 3 and Colin is upset that, you know, Penelope ain't wrote him back. He says that. He says that to, I think, what's her name? Eloise. He was like, you know, ain't nobody wrote me back. Not even Penelope. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, well, I guess that makes you a lonely man. So that's where we are with Colin in season 3. Him finding his purpose. Him trying to figure out, do he want to be alone? Do he want to be a rake? Or do he want to find love that he was looking for in season 1? What is his purpose? A lot of y'all was confused about why all of a sudden Ryder Colin came from. Well, if y'all, you know, paid attention, I gotta cut this. This is pissing me off so bad. Y'all see me fight with this wig? Like it's pissing me off. Anyway, you know, Colin's purpose isn't actualized until Penelope reads his journal. You know what I'm saying? So for all of y'all was like, well, where the fuck Ryder Colin come from? Well, bitch, if you watch and pay attention, you'll find the fuck out. But what I love what they did with Colin's character in season 3 versus the book is they gave him so much more depth. It wasn't just him dealing with his emotions and his feelings towards Penelope and how he feels about her, but it was also about him letting his guard down fully. It was about him opening up and being vulnerable. It was about him allowing himself to truly feel. That was the conversation him and his mother had when she basically said, you know, you got to take your armor off, baby, because he had put that armor on in season 1 after the shit Morena did to him. So Colin was out here ready for battle. You know what I'm saying? Like he was ready for battle. We knew he was ready for battle when he told Penelope, I'm good on bitches at the moment in season 2. So Colin had already been ready for battle. And the fact of the matter is that when he came back, he was like, I'm gonna flirt with these bitches, I'm gonna give me a little pussy, but at the end of the day, love ain't what I want. Until Penelope kissed him. And he was like, well damn, maybe I do want love. But seeing as though, Penelope was like, you my friend, we cool, you my homie. That's what you told me. So he was dealing with the fact he didn't know how to deal with these emotions because he didn't allow himself to feel this way about anybody else because of what Morena did. So now he's in this place where he's finding himself emotionally because he had turned his emotions off. So now he's in a place where now he has all these emotions coming out of the woodwork. That's why Colin was upset, angry, and crying every 15 fucking minutes. And of course, the fact of the matter is that he has these insecurities about who he is because nobody has ever truly seen him for who he was, because in everybody's mind, Colin is kind, Colin is charming, Colin is fun, he's a Bridgerton. So it's just like all of these labels put upon him, and he didn't really know who he was. Hence the fact when they was in the market, he said, I didn't have to be the Colin Bridgerton that everybody in Mayfair knows. So, yeah, and that's kind of why he got mad when Penelope called his ass out in the very first Lady Whistle out about pretending to be somebody he wasn't. Like, sir, that ain't even you. Stop this shit. But we did get to see Colin step out of this hero complex because that's who he thought he had to be. He had to be a savior. You know what I'm saying? He felt like that was who he was meant to be. And Penelope was like, I don't need you to save me. I ain't no goddamn damsel in distress. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't know who I was because we also were learning who Penelope is. Penelope was also finding herself. Hence the fact that's the conversation Lady Danbury had with the Queen. So you have these two people who are finding themselves within finding themselves. And that was the beauty of their story. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say that the way Jess and the writers wrote Colin and Penelope's story in the show is leaps and bounds better than the way it was done in the book. I will say it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the added elements of the drama with Penelope and her mom, Eloise and Penelope, us seeing Cressida, giving a more in-depth look into why Cressida was the way that she was, getting a more in-depth look into Lady Danbury and her brother. Like, all of these complexities of the show, each story was telling the same story, but from different angles. That everybody was trying to find themselves and take accountability for who and what they were and what they did as people. So I really love season 3 because of that. And I think the reason a lot of y'all didn't like season 3 was because it wasn't as toxic as season 1, 2, and Queen Charlotte was. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all something. Y'all might not like this, but if they would have had Colin act an ass like he did in the book, oh, y'all would have been mad at Luke. So, in the book, because a lot of y'all know didn't read the book, Colin finds out that Penelope is Lady Whistledown, and they have dry hunch in the carriage. He proposes to her. They tell her family. They almost dry hunch at his mama house. They have their wedding, their engagement party. She puts out her last Lady Whistledown. He snatches her up at the engagement party. You heard what I said. In the book, Colin snatched Penelope up at the engagement party. I'ma say it again. In the book, Colin snatched Penelope up. In the book. In the book. At the engagement party. Colin takes his glass of champagne and does that to Penelope. In the book. Would y'all been okay with that? to the book readers. Would y'all have been okay with that? If they'd had Luke snatch Nicola up, force her to drink champagne, would you have been okay with that? To all the people who kept saying you didn't understand what it was about season 3, you didn't like, would you have been okay with that? No? Oh, I didn't think so. As somebody who read the book, and that literal part of the book pissed me off each time I read the book, no. Would you have been okay with that? Because, okay. So, y'all was missing toxicity. And trust me when I tell you, Colin from that book was an asshole. Okay? Colin from that book was an asshole. Everybody kept saying, I didn't like the fact they didn't include his speech from the last ball from the book. You mean when Colin forced Penelope to tell everybody she was laid to whistle down when she wasn't ready? Is that what you're talking about? When that lady literally told her husband she didn't want to do that, and he basically forced her to go tell everybody and their mama that she was laid to whistle down and she wasn't ready? Oh. More toxic Colin. That's what y'all wanted? That's what y'all want. More toxic Colin from the book. Right? 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 Y'all wanted toxic Colin from the book who didn't know for like 2 to 3 chapters prior to him having sex with her whether or not he loved her. Is that what y'all wanted? Because I prefer show Colin, who knew he loved Penelope after he kissed her. I like show Colin, who didn't allow another man to marry the woman he loves. And I also like the fact that they added that element, because if you read the book, there's literally a part in the book where Colin says, I think it was when they were doing it in the book, how he don't know how he would feel if another man would have tried to court her. So they took that insecurity Colin had and they made it an actuality by having other men being interested in her, by making it seem like it was his idea all along, when in actuality this is actually insecurity of hers. I like the fact that they made Colin confess his feelings to her. But Colin didn't even know if he liked her like that or not. He was unsure. He was like, do I love her? Do I even like her like that? I mean, but Colin didn't know what the fuck. He just know he wanted to hunch her. That's what he did know. But show Colin stood on business about his feelings. Show Colin said, I love you first. But Colin did. Because literally down to the last second after he hunched on her, that's when he realized, oh yeah, I do love her. Show Colin told her he loved her before he even got her naked. All y'all kept hollering about, but Colin wasn't this angry. That girl was tiptoeing around his feelings in that book. Was y'all reading the same book that I was reading? Again, the engagement party, when he snatched her up. Did you not read the same book that I was reading? Show Colin was hurt because this was deja vu of a woman he fell in love with lying to him. You mean to tell me if you would have fallen in love with somebody who lied to you like the last motherfucker you fell in love with, you mean to tell me you weren't gonna be mad? Cause I'd have been mad. Or bitch, I'd have been pissed. Like, Colin. So what you saying? Like, what are you saying? Colin should have had sex with her on their wedding night. Well, technically he didn't, because he slept on the sofa, got dressed before she woke up. But the next night, or 2 nights later, when she was in there her little nightgown, No, Colin wasn't going to have sex with her. You know why? Because in the book they said that Colin would never use his sex as a means to punish her, which means that even though Colin was upset with her, he wasn't going to go in there and ravish her, because he knew at the end of the day he wasn't going to enjoy it the same way. But again, y'all wanted a little toxicity, right? Because y'all wanted what the Duke and Daphne did, and how the Queen and George was right there angry fucking to get pregnant. That's not Colin and Penelope. They talk about their feelings. That's not who they are. So that's what the show was missing for y'all. Y'all wanted toxicity. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that. We do petty. Colin and Penelope is petty. They're not toxic. They just petty. That's all they is. They just petty. They not toxic. They petty. Okay? They is petty boobs. They not toxic boo. They petty. Not toxic. Okay? 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 Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, because that was really what was pissing me off, was the fact that y'all wanted this season to be as toxic as season 1, 2, and Queen Charlotte. And it's like, that's not even Colin and Penelope. Y'all gonna get y'all toxicity back if they decide to do Benedict's story to the T of the book, where, spoiler alert, he had wanted to fuck on Sophie and make her his mistress, and that girl didn't want that, and he kept saying, but come on, be my mistress, right? I mean, what's the problem? So y'all might get that back next season. Y'all be back to y'all toxic ways, and y'all be talking about, oh my god, season 4 is so much better than season 3. You bitches need therapy. I'm telling you, that's why it took me so long to do this review, because, well, the review, because I'm gonna break this up into 2 videos. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy my review that y'all probably gonna get before this. But I'm definitely gonna make this little part its own video, because a lot of y'all wanted toxicity, and that's not what it was. Now, I do agree that they did Benedict dirty and didn't fully give us a good transition for his story. I will agree with that. Like, I felt like it was a lot they wasted on the Lady Tilly story with him. I felt like we should have been dealing with more of his struggle with not painting, trying to find his purpose, you know, leading into his season. If he is actually season 4, I don't think he's gonna be season 4. I kind of want season 4 to be Eloise's season and season 5 to be Benedict, because I feel like they can redeem themselves for what they did to Benedict season 3 with season 4. Okay, all right. So yeah, y'all. The only predictions I have for season 4, we'll probably make this predictions and rant video. Trick y'all. I kind of want season 4 to be Eloise's season, where we get a sprinkle of Benedict's season. Hopefully we'll get to see the forming of Michaela and Francesca's friendship. If you somebody that read When He Was Wicked and you mad that Michael now has a vagina, is named Michaela, baby, it's a fucking show based on fictional books. Go touch grass. Go stand outside and enjoy the sunlight. Put a little sunlight on your face like Penelope did in episode 1. Okay? Go outside. Be where the people are. Like, it's all fictional. Y'all mad about a character being turned into a woman. They got permission from the fucking author. Which, by the way, I also don't like the fact that a lot of y'all was talking real greasy to Julia Quinn. How y'all gonna get mad at that lady for giving the people her permission? Like, are y'all sick in the head? Y'all are sick in the head. Y'all are really sick in the head. And it's also the fact that a lot of y'all kept saying, y'all need to find Just Burnell. For what? season 3 honored the fuck out of the book. I have not seen, I mean, I haven't read the book to season 1 or 2, but I heard that they was really off script with the book. I mean, y'all was real mad about that bee sting scene. Y'all was hot. Where season 3, bitch, damn near they took that entire book and said, boom, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, they literally turned the book of fucking Tyler and Penelope into a show and just added some extra shit along the way. Go read the book and you're literally gonna be like, oh my god, that is the, yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's kind of all. I mean, y'all hoes piss me off. I had to get my review out. I did, and I had to be calm and patient, and I really had to make sure that I really thoroughly got my thoughts and feels about how amazing season 3 was. Season 3 was amazing. Like,